Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special surprise. Gilbagz is able to join into the King of the Hill, so we are going to get to see some Joker. We have Gilbagz playing the Joker versus Googie Mona on that Batman. And as you can see now, already straight into the action. Murray, I'm excited.
I'm excited too. Unfortunately, I can't actually see the first match because I joined late, but you take this one.
Oh, definitely. But here we go. Gilbagz just manages to get the teeth loop. Here we go. Goes in for the sweep. Can he go for hard to block balls? No, he does actually get woken up on Googie now. Trying in for some pressure. Using Batman instead of Deadshot. I like this decision because Joker, a little bit struggle. Myron, please make sure you're also going AFK. But now going for full pressure. He's actually going to get woken up and wakes up with a jump in. Tries to go for run cancel pressure. Well, Joker going for these run cancels. Tries to go for the hard to block one. Yes, he does. Manages to tag him once he goes for the sweep. Jump in. Backdash coming out from Oblivion. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm incredibly excited to see some Joker. But here we go. Back into it. Googie going for pressure once again. Uses the trait. And as you can see, no trait coming out from Oblivion. Isn't able to actually get anything out. Tries to go for those hard to block balls and using that gunshot, try and get himself in. And I love the way that he's made his Joker look. Tries to jump over. Does actually get woken up on once he goes for the sweep. No punish coming out from Googie, however. Now playing back to that neutral, goes for that raw slide once again. That is going to be Googie taking the first life bar, but not a lot of health left on his side. Oblivion, of course, sitting on 3 full bars, which means he's got enough for 3 full hard to blockable setups if he does manage to get the touch. Googie going for that jump in pressure, does actually manage to tag him with the throw. And can Oblivion do something from here? Just needs to get one little hit and does actually get the jump over kick with the stand 3. But here we go. I'm not sure if you guys can actually see the game, but I'm going to try a radio cast. In the corner now, Joker trying to go for more pressure. Down one base, actually forces the breaker out of Googie, and that is going to be in the corner now, but he's got his back to the wall. As you can see, Oblivion, Oblivion spends 3 bars, Googie spends 2, so Oblivion does actually win the clash, 15% of the damage dealt, and Googie once again caught in the corner now, trying to go for a little bit of zoning. Googie trying to work his way and actually catch him with a slide now. Joker goes for a dump and Batarang comes out from Batman, and as you can see now, Joker once again gets caught with the slide low. Goes for an aerial, does actually get caught once again by Batman. That jump to fantastic, goes for low pressure, spends the bar on the meter and Batarang, and once again goes for more pressure. Does actually get a fantastic down too, but the input shortcuts actually managed to get the wrong thing. And as you can see now, Joker, 182 damage, goes for the low can and actually blows it up late and is able to get the full confirm. Sets out the teeth as well, now trying to play the full screen game. Oblivion trying to keep himself out, and as you can see now, the teeth come out. Once again, the Batarangs, the electronic Batarang, goes for an instant jump too, and as you can see now, goes for the low bugs, and as he tries to go for the meter burn 4-3. Doesn't get a clean jump over. Gilbagz is still sitting on a breaker, however, only has 2 bars compared to the 4 of the Batman. Does actually spend a bar on the meter burn. Once he goes for a stagger, doesn't actually get the full confirm. This is going to be enough, and a fantastic use of that push, but coming out from Googie. Goes for the overhead, and that's going to be Oblivion taking game number 1 against Googie. What an intense game. Apologies if you couldn't see it. Hopefully I kept you up to date like that. And as you can see now, able to get his way in. And also, for those who are unaware, for new to Injustice, if the game starts and the people aren't in the King of the Hill and you join late, it is part of the game. You aren't actually able to see it, sadly. But Gilbagz has won the first game. That is going to be Googie down now 0-1. Gilbagz takes the first one, and Myri, did that make a little bit of sense?
Fighters approaching Slaughter
Did they just start that with Giron?
No. They turned it off, then turned it back on again.
Okay.
Hopefully I kept you guys up to date with the attempt at radio casting. But it is challenging, obviously, with a fighting game. But we are going back into it, and I love watching Gilbagz Joker. Oh, no. Yeah, they're playing. So I will re-invite Crisis, ladies and gentlemen. You might not be able to see it once again, but hopefully we'll try and keep you up to date. It is going to be a little challenging. Yeah, so just give me a second. I will try and re-invite Crisis. Myri, please try to keep people up to date. Alright, so this one doesn't count. Myri, could you please type into the Discord that this one doesn't count, and it is going to reset back to 1-0.
I got dropped as well.
Oh, Myri got dropped as well. Okay. So sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to have to recreate after this. So I apologize about this, guys. It is going to reset from 1-0, however. Because Gilbagz did legitimately win that first game. However, just due to some desynchronization issues, it is a little bit challenging sometimes with the Australian internet. But it's okay because we are making progress. How did I not see that? Oh, I'm not... Because I was watching the game. It's hard to watch the stream and watch the game. But I mean, hopefully I kept the hype. Apologies about this, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back as soon as we can. If we could all please start a petition to get Gilbagz NBN, that would be awesome. I was trying to commentate nice and quickly there. Whoever that is, I can't see because of the green. But I usually try not to. Yeah, yes, you are going to expect an invite. I'm having to type out every single person's name to invite every time. Yeah, well, as far as whenever Gilbagz is on, I'll just do a radio show, ladies and gentlemen. Also, we have Spooter Jensen. Hello, Spooter Jason. Lord Prime, welcome. So hopefully they should have just received another invitation. And now, luckily, all the commentating team is here. Can we get the players in? Thank you, Justin. Good to see you, man. So, it's unfair for Aaron if not 2-0 he won it. Okay, so we are re-inviting people. Sadly, that's not gonna count that second one. So, however, because of internet issues and we need to get these on stream, we need Googie and Gilbagz to join. And according to the admins of the tournament, if Gilbagz is unable to join this one again, we are going to have to DQ him. Just purely because of the internet issues, which is yeah. And I apologize about that, Gilbagz, as well as anyone else that this affects during the tournament, but it is just something that we have to work through with Australian internet. And as much as hype as Joker is, and Gilbagz and Googie, are you guys joining? I will re-invite you just in case you're not. So I just invited you both. Hopefully you'll be able to join. Just put Core against Googie if you can't. We'll just continue on with the bracket. Well, Googie has just joined. Hopefully Gilbagz can. We apologize about all of this, ladies and gentlemen. It's difficult. But while we have a little bit of time, I thought I should fill you guys in on what people are playing for. So obviously each week there is $100 split up 60-40 between the top two players, but as well we are going for league points. Now with these points, after the 10 weeks of the circuit, there will be a LAN Finals where the top 8 point scorers will be invited to play offline in Sydney for a total of $2,000. However, Googie, oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, it has happened. Aaron has able to join a King of the Hill with multiple people in it. Hopefully this will work. We are going to have to reset it 1-0 Googie's way. Oh, sorry, Gilbagz's way, but we have some Joker on stream, ladies and gentlemen. Please get hyped. Myri, how you doing?
The Joker.
I'm doing good. I've been waiting for this for a long time, and now it's here, finally.
Batman.
finally, but here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're finally going to be able to get the match. I'm going to lose. I'm not going to be able to speak after this because of how quickly I was talking in the first one. But we are going to have Batman versus Joker once again. And it'll be interesting to see how it works out. So I feel like both characters are very momentum based. And but as I said, if you get hit by Joker, you're in some trouble.
Begin.
But here we go, into the match now. We're going to have Joker just trying to zone his way out, manage to block the overhead. And this is something as well, that a matchup that Gilbagz should be very versed in. So, yeah, a matchup is very versed in because he was, as we both know, a very good Injustice 1 player. So Batman was obviously still very good in Injustice 1, and Gilbagz played a lot of that game, but as you can see, there's a lot of pressure coming out from Googie here. Tries to go for a preemptive down 2. Again, probably one of the slower ones. Tries to go for a little bit of a corpse up as well, and does actually manage to tag Oblivion with a throw. Yeah, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know, Gilbagz is Oblivion. Goes for a meter burn roll now. Tries to go for a cross-up. Fantastic block coming out from Googie though. Try to go for the crowbar and is actually going to get tagged with the overhead for a double dash in for a meaty. And we can see now more pressure coming out. Managed to tag him with that gunshot. Here's the thing though about Joker. He is at a massive life deficit. All he needs to do is touch him once. And if he does, he's going to be able to hard to block with to death. However, that is going to be Googie taking the first life bar off of Gilbagz.
Yeah, Gilbagz is just getting a little bit smothered right now, and these back 2 frees coming out from Googie. Ooh.
Good air tech there, however, Gilbagz tries to cloak when he was minus. He's actually going to get caught out by Googie, and just like that, pressure once again throws it in the corner now. Gilbagz, what can he do from here? Actually needs to get in, and here you can see the gunshot coming out, and you can see it does still have a clash, but not a lot of health to actually do it with. The thing with Joker is that if he wants to get any kind of big damage, he needs that bar with the low canister. You can see the gunshot comes out once again and tries to walk his way through. Jumps over, does actually manage to get the cross up. I didn't think it was going to hit and tried to go for something else instead. Goes for the hard to block. Well, really good stuff coming out from Gilbagz. A lot of respect being shown from Googie. He can actually poke after that, I believe, but it is quite difficult as well. It is quite risky if you can't block the hard blockable. Jumps over once again, tries to go for a throw. Yes, he does manage to throw him now into the mid-screen. Let's see where he goes from here. And it's something really interesting about Joker's throws that they don't actually move very far. A lot of throws throw you all the way across the screen, but Joker's keeps you nice and close, which is what he wants. And a fantastic neutral jump on that throw as well. It does actually drop the end of the combo, however, and now going for 2-1 pressure. Double jump in, and that is going to be Gilbagz. Closing it up. 500 health for him, not a lot, but still does have a clash. And is still able to make this comeback. However, does go for a trait, raw trait activation, double dash into the throat. Still has the trait out, and just like that, able to get him with the plus streams. Back dash coming out from Joker now. Let's see what he does. Jump in. Does actually manage to get the jump in. Is he going to get the full combo? Let's see. Oh, fantastic air tear coming out from Googie. However, really smart stuff. Doesn't want to be in the situation that would have left him in. And a really good really good use of the up batarangs. That's actually taken with the overhead. This is going to be just enough to take it on chip with that batarang, but just uses the batarang to actually get it, and then it's going to be 1-1.
Batman wins.
Yeah, 1-1 Gilbagz against Googie. How do you think he's playing against that?
I mean, Gilbagz just didn't have a chance to get a set play started, to get those setups with the teeth going. He was just trying to work his way in, and a couple of times that he did manage to get a jump, and he didn't really get a whole lot off of it. Either he would block the string that came afterwards, or the throw whiffed a couple of times, saw that as well. It's just unfortunate those chances that he got didn't pay off.
Yeah, definitely. And the thing about Gilbagz as well is that he's a very patient Joker player. So he doesn't just randomly YOLO in. And he picks his time, and when he does get the hit, he goes for hard to block with setups that aren't actually reliant on gimmicks. He loves this character so much. He wrote so much on how the first character in the first game went. You can see him back on that pressure. Great jump back, but as you can see, does get tagged with the teeth anyway. So really difficult stuff. Googie trying to find a way out of it. He probably needs to use a meter burn back 3 or something like that. But even so, Gilbagz, not like you do a fantastic whiff punish on that side with that sweep. Here we go once again. That goes for the hard to blockable. 165 damage. Goes for the low canister once again. Does actually get the air conversion, but does trade with a batarang, and you can see now this full screen game is actually in the favor of Gilbagz at this point because of that massive health lead. And you can see bar really equal as well. Tries to go for a jump over, gets caught with the mechanical batarangs. Let's get back into pressure. Really good use of that bullet to actually catch him on the backdash. Really smart stuff coming out from Gilbagz, don't you think, Ryan?
Yeah, absolutely. He can afford to take those trades with the batarang cancels out of the back 2 free, the gunshot, just because he has that life lead.
You see my surprise.
Yeah, definitely. And Gilbagz, if you've never versed his Joker before, it is very, very terrifying. There's a lot of things that you need to learn how to go up against, and it's... honestly, whenever I watch Gilbagz, I go off and say to myself, I'm going to main Joker, and then I try to do the execution. So, really, a lot of props coming out to Gilbagz, particularly playing in an online tournament. Joker's execution when trying to go for optimal damage is... Yeah, it's scary. And as well, you can see now the down 2 coming out from Gilbagz, able to catch him out of the air, jumps in. Pressure coming out from the back, 2-3s coming out from Batman. Once again, tags him. Fantastic air tech coming out from Gilbagz, deciding not to spend the bar, even though he's still on his first life bar. Once again, goes for the teeth into the TV, sorry. Really smart stuff. Probably trying to block hard to block balls. And that's the thing about Joker. Even when he doesn't go for hard to block ball, you still think, is this going to be a hard to block ball? And a fantastic use of that air canister as an anti-air coming out from Gilbagz to shoot him right in the face. Fantastic stuff. Making the adjustment 2-1 Gilbagz away. My goodness analysis.
It was really just... it was like the complete opposite of the game that we just watched where Googie was just completely all over Gilbagz. It was a mirror match there in the sense of Gilbagz was just all over Googie. Wasn't able to get anything started. You could see the insane screen control that he had with those low teeth and the low canisters and the gunshots coming out when he knew he had that life lead, and he was just chucking everything out at him.
Yeah, definitely. But could we see the dead shot switch? Now, I know for a fact Gilbagz isn't terrified of dead shot. He doesn't like it, obviously, does anyone, but he's not completely terrified of it.
I feel like Joker's one of those characters that because he has these great forward dashes and he has this trait that helps him with his movement so much, he could do okay moving around the screen. It's not something that I've seen yet, but we will see it soon.
Yeah, definitely. But here we go. Back into that neutral.
2-1 in favour of Gilbagz right now.
And here's what I'm interested to see, because Gilbagz, he needs to get in there, which means we should actually be able to see some insane hard-to-blockable setups coming out from this man. Here we go, goes for the full combo. That combo is really challenging to do. 427 damage, jumps in, goes for a backdash now, and just like that you can see, those combos look so sick.
Yeah.
But I know for a fact that... And I know for a fact Gilbagz is very versed in this matchup. He knows how to play it against it. Tags him with the overhead this time. Down 1, double down 1 coming out as well. Try to go for a grab from Gilbagz, actually whisked probably a little bit too far away. And now you see Googie's where he wants to be, trying to work his way. He's nice and patient. That's the thing about Gilbagz. You're not going to frustrate this man with zoning. He's very patient and goes for a nice jump over once again. Goes for full combo, keeps himself plus with that canister. Tries to go for the overhead. That is plus, oh, it's only -8, but there is a fair bit of pushback on it, and it's quite difficult to punish. Blocks really well on the stacks. Does actually get caught with the third down 1. Trying to work his way in once again. Meter burn ball actually managed to tag him as well. He's going to get the full combo. No, he didn't have the bar to actually meter burn, so he's going to build it back off, and now he's going to be able to kill him using his bar. No, oh, fantastic read on the air-to-air as well. And then it's going to be... He's a god. I'm sorry, Gilbagz is a god. He knew he was going to air tech there, managed to do a jump in instead of using the back 3. Release myself. Fantastic jump over once again as well. And this is not where you want to be if you are Googie. In the corner against the Joker, who has hard to blockable setups, is definitely the place that you do not want to be. And here we go. Is he going to be able to set it up with this one? Maybe. Goes for the full damage. Here we go. 400 damage. Can he go for the hard to blockable? No, he actually tries to make Googie play himself. And that's something that a lot of people do. They try and block the lows even when they're not down. A fantastic jump over from Gilbagz, and just tries to go for the forward 3 into the forward 3, but actually, for whatever reason, corpse hopped in. Goes for the full pressure. Googie doesn't actually clash either. Goes uses the wake up, and that's going to be Googie taking the first life bar, but not a lot of health on his side, and not a lot of bar either. This is going to be really difficult for him to come back to, but it is Googie. It is Deadshot.
I'm surprised he didn't start to clash yet. I mean, he's living on a very low amount of life, and there he just gets caught and doesn't even start to clash then.
Yeah, and just like that, however, you're going to see Googie is going to go down. There's going to be Gilbagz taking it 3-0. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do, if no one could please leave the room except except Googie, I'm going to... Oh, no, sorry, wait, we have to play winner's side. My bad. So that is going to be Gilbagz progressing on 3-1. We are going to take a short break, and we're going to come back with Castiel versus Comic Book Wookie. Don't go anywhere.